What's going on? So I haven't watched it yet, but Eddie Murphy's portrayal as Dolomite as Rudy Ray Moore's characters is very pivotal in the world of comedy for so many levels. Rudy Ray Moore was somebody that back in the day I watched a lot of. And he was like as raw as Richard Pryor or Red Fox or others were. He was like even raw because his thing was like an underground thing. Like this cat financed his movies, the creativity. He worked outside the racist establishment in Hollywood and had a team, and they created movies and also the music, and he did the stand-ups. He did all that. So he was a groundbreaker. Um, and his story's never been fully told the right way, and he created these characters and the way he would build up on it and the facade and everything was just truly something else. He was inspiration for a lot of rappers. And so, if you remember Big Daddy Kane, and then when back in the day they had Dolomite and Too Short and Snoop, you can see a lot of his influence on a lot with certain things he said, certain mannerisms and expressions and what have you. And ODB used it as well. You know, he's underrated mainstream, but around the way he was known as Truth, Rudy Ray Moore, Dolomite. So Eddie Murphy took on this project is great. It's a great acknowledgement from one great to another. But it's also one of those kind of projects that, again, he had to do it further along in his career. 30 years ago, when he was doing Harlem Nights, I couldn't see him touching a Rudy Ray Moore project. And in the 90s, of course not, when he was doing his family runs. So his family style type of movies. So this is, it's great to see that he's getting his acknowledgement. Um, a lot of people don't know Rudy Ray Moore. So Rudy Ray Moore used to work with LaWanda Page, who played on that star on Sanford Son, and they had routines and stuff. And Rudy Ray Moore, very clever, very witty, very sharp, very astute. And like I said before, for a black man to finance his films against the counter racist system of Hollywood, because Hollywood was a plantation. It's funny, and I have to correct folks on this. They always like to say black exploitation and all that. I said, look, that kept the lights on in Hollywood because before Jaws and Close Encounters and Star Wars and Saturday Night Fever and all those movies that blew up, do you know Shaft, Superfly, and all that were running neck and neck with The Godfather at the box office? Okay, those movies were profitable. So what you call you pimping and exploiting, no, they did not go into accordance to work with those black actors and actresses. See, and Rudy Ray Moore was countering towards that system because he created his lane, and that was something to keep in mind. You can do as they do, but not be as they are. Do as they do, not be as they are. Meaning, you can do the same thing, but you don't have to be greedy and not balance it out from within. You can still work in the system without actually being in there. And he was very clever. So, anyway, that's my take about the history of Dolomite, Rudy Ray Moore, and Eddie Murphy took on the project, and I commend it because it's long overdue. And rest in peace to Rudy Ray Moore and respect his family, his friends, and fans worldwide because he truly is a way of life and he left a lasting impact. So anyway, give me your thoughts and takes about Eddie Murphy doing the Dolomite tribute to Rudy Ray Moore and the cast and everyone. For free, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and the bell rings in the video. Have a good day. Peace.